Okay, so hello YouTube. Today is going to be something that I've never really tried before, but we're just going to be going over every champion in the game, starting from the newest and just going down the line. And I'm just going to be rating them from, like, an S tier to a D tier. We're starting off with the newest, which is Corvus. He is a healer, if you didn't know. He's more of a backup healer than an overall actual healer. You have to be able to play along with another healer to really be able to play with him. He does about 100 to the head, and he has an SMG, so you can do a decent amount of damage if you hit all your headshots. And then he hits that blade, and then he whatever you can see. His ult, he flies up, and then you can select someone, and then they'll continuously do like 100 and something. And then next thing we should probably check is his healing. The first one, he gives like a voice line along with healing, and then this isn't much of a heal, it just gives a little bit of a protection to them. Hey Gabe. So, overall I'd say this champion is a pretty good new champion. I'm gonna give it a B tier, because it's not, like, this is not gonna be like actual, like, this is gonna be based on personal preference more than anything else. I'm not much of a healer, but it's a pretty good healer. I could, if I wanted to, I could probably play him, but he's not the type of character I would always play. Our next champion is Roxas, who is been in the game for a while. Never really played Roxas. I play other flanks, but not really him. I know he's a pretty good flank, though.
Fear calls to you. Killing spree.
It's a nice amount of damage. Overall. And then I want to see, so his base headshot will do 780 and a base body will do 520. His punch does 345 with their headshot multiplier 520. And then you can do stuff like that with him. Overall, I'd say he's an A tier champion. He's pretty good overall. Let me quickly get my special. Okay. So then his ult, he does massive amounts of damage with his gun.
That's 9 in a row.
Alright, change. Next is Ashe.
My credits.
Champion that I've never personally decided to use. I am more of a frontline main than anything else, but I've just never really decided to use her.
Fill 'em full of holes.
She does a decent amount of damage. There's no headshot multiplier with her, so she does like 400 with that. Her shield, she just places right in front of her, and you can probably do some of this stuff around it. Then F. I didn't see how much damage that even did. Does a decent amount of damage. And then right click. Launches someone. Then her ult.
Let's fight.
Stuns and does a lot of damage. Okay, that's Ashe. She seems like a pretty good champion. I'll give her a B tier. No, edit loadout. Champion. Next is Atlas. Personally, I don't really like him. He's a decent champion if you know how to play him. I know how to play him, I'm just not very good at him. So his base fully charged shot does 1,125, and then I'm pretty sure he fires in a burst, which does about 50. It does a decent amount, a big burst of like 75s. Q puts up his shield, where you can just sit back and do this. And then F reverses time. So like say I was going like straight here, and then I did this, and then I did this. Just gotta keep walking around. I'll show you he showed right click. Actually no he didn't. That would stun them for a minute. Okay, so here's an idea of this. Say you're in like a sticky situation against this guy, and then you do stuff like that. And then his ult. Pretty sure it freezes time. He is a decent champion, it's just not something that I really like. I'm gonna give him C tier. This is probably my favorite in the game, Berrak. So his whole thing with his everyday thing, well, like with his things, he does about 750 to the head and then 500 to the body with 6 shots. His turrets heal him progressively, so I like putting turrets on the side of wherever I am, and I'm lagging a little bit. Yike. Oh my god, bruh. I'm sorry for this quality right now. There we go, we're a little bit back. So yeah, his turrets do damage, but I mainly use them for healing. Then his shield, you want to like play his shield like this with like the tank or something. And then his F is to get away from something that you don't want to be in. And then that was his ult. I accidentally used it, but it summons like a bigger turret with a shield around it that does fire damage. Overall, I'm gonna rate him an S tier, mainly because I'm kind of biased over him, and he's a pretty good champion. Then here's Bomb King, decent damage champion. This is gonna be split up. This video is gonna be split up into a couple of parts, by the way. These are his sticky bombs. So you can just throw out 6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So if I hit someone with this, it does a little bit of damage, and then I can So that's what you have to use left and right click for your bombs. And then Q sends out a stunning bomb that doesn't do much damage, but it allows you to hit some easy bombs.
Rampage.
Then F kind of launches them in the sky. And then his ult does that. It turns him into a bomb and that you can explode whenever you feel. So yeah, that's Bomb King. He's overall really pretty decent champion in my opinion, so I'm gonna give him A tier. And then the final champion for this episode is gonna be Buck. Champion that I've never really used. But I have seen people use him. I don't think he's very good. He's a flank, right? Yeah, he's a flank, but he doesn't have like really decent walk speed. He can only really do damage close range if you want to do a lot of damage with the normal gun. Q is a recovery. Pretty sure it heals. F, that's his movement probably. You can just jump pretty far. And then right click. Throws out a net. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly see what I can do with that. It slows down movement. And then his ult makes him shoot faster.
Double kill. That's 5 in a row.
Yeah, makes him shoot
Triple
faster.
kill.
Okay, so that's Buck. He's not really a great champion. If that would have not just, I'm pretty sure that's just slowing down movement. If he had something that made them stunned or something for a little bit, it'd make him a better champion. So overall, he's not very good. His movement's okay with that one leap, but that's every 10 seconds, and then his fist for the recovery, I think, hold on. Don't know if these guys will spawn. So against a Fernando, you're dealing like 5 hits to kill, realistically, against a tank. It's decent, but if you could do like damage easier without having to be super close. What is it? Yeah, his recover heals. Good to know. Okay. So that is going to be our last champion for today. I think we went over like 5 in this episode. We went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So tomorrow we're going to go through Cassie. Well, in our next episode, we're going to go through Cassie, Dredge, Drogos, Evie, Fernando,
Enemy killing spree.
Furia, and Berrak. And then so on throughout the rest. Till then, thank you for watching. This has been your boy A-Stars with his first ever Paladins video, I believe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.